All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right for Team Abydos, it is DRG. In the red. Kawaii. And his opponent, spawning up at the top left, it is GuMiho. In the blue. GuMiho, a player that is more than happy to drop not one, not two, but 3 barracks on the other side of the map and hit you very hard in the jaw with a proxy 3 racks. He'll do it. He's done it before, he'll do it again. And he's quite good at it. Quite good at it. All right. What are we gonna see? DRG, one of the more standard players out there, but he's got some fire. He's got those mechanics. Got that Mew to play. Real good. Really, really good. Look at that. I never noticed this design. That's pretty cool. It's like a knight type of design. Or like, well, I guess it looks kind of like a zealot, which makes sense. Pretty cool. Lots of little cool doodads that I'm still discovering. Probably cast, well, definitely cast hundreds of matches on each of these maps. And yeah, still seeing new stuff. Oh, DRG. Cutting it a little late, but he'll get the hatch down, no problem. GuMiho not going to try and go for the block. Ooh, but he will just circumvent, go straight into the main. And DRG. Oh, the one drone. Oh, barely gets the save. Ooh, that second drone will get saved. Good job. Oh, does got to get that put back on, but he saved it. That's the most important thing. GuMiho. Third CC behind this. No surprise. The standard of standard. The most standard, if I may. DRG putting the creep tumor, despite the fact that the Reaper went deep into the main, he still put that tumor in a position that was rather safe. I guess if anything, it was just kind of far away from the other spot. GuMiho was just saying, you know what? I'm just going to get a bunch of chip damage on your hatchery. I'm not even going to care about the Reaper too much. Which does mean that these creep tumors will get up uncontested. Like, he's put a lot of damage into this hatchery. Like, it's almost 500 damage. And by the time I finish this sentence, it is. Yeah, look at that. He's putting so much damage into this hatchery. I don't think he's going to kill it, but, like, he's creating a weird opportunity for himself. Oh my god, he just started shooting an egg. $901 HP. That is so much damage. That is a weird amount of damage. Meanwhile, is Viking into Banshee? That's funky. That's very funky. It's not something we see too often. It's cute, though. Still clear the Overlords out. I mean, DRG's he's got 3 Overlords, 4 Overlords, really. 5 Overlords, really, that are in harm's way. Now, he does pull them back instantly. So, good job. I think he might have had them all hotkeyed. Yeah, he almost definitely did. Very nice play from DRG. Hotkeying up all those close hatcheries. Ooh, this is something we do not see very often anymore, and that is Hellbats. Hellbat Banshee coming on in. How many Overlords does he get? He's going to get at least 2. Oh, actually, hang on. There. Oh, no, he's going off creep. Well, now he can't transfuse it. And he only gets 2 shots on the Viking. Meanwhile, there's another Overlord on the top. GuMiho can potentially still go for that. Oh, Hellion's thinking about going for a dive, but DRG was well positioned. Had two little subgroups of Lings. It's going to be MECH. Let's go, GuMiho. Now, will it be Battle MECH? And will he get, like, Hyperflight Rotors? He's only got one Banshee, and he did cancel Cloak. So, obviously, it's not going to be Hyperflight Rotors, but with the very quick armor, it is going to be Battle MECH, almost certainly. The attack upgrades do not really benefit your mech units in general. They just don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. They don't. They benefit regular mech a ton. Oh my god, he's getting a Thor? Wait, okay, this is confusing then. He's gonna get two medevacs. This is gonna be Thor Hellbat. Oh, that is cute. Did he need that depot? No, he didn't. Why did he drop that? Did he not realize he had like two depots finishing up or something? That's a little strange. Okay, move through the middle. GuMiho has not yet lost anything. That's pretty impressive. There's a big scan. Gonna clear out. Ooh, does he see this one tumor? I think he might see it if he goes over, but oh. It's hard to say. We'll never know now. But I think he actually did catch it with the scan, but he didn't have vision, which is... I'm not even sure. I want to recheck that because you should see everything in the scan. That's the whole point. But it could be like some weird bug because it's right on the ramp. Or he just didn't have vision of it at all. I don't blame GuMiho for not checking that you don't have vision of a particular spot. Okay, Hellbats get scouted. And DRG instantly throws down an infestation pit. Is it going to be Swarm Hosts? Could be Hive, could be Swarm Hosts. He's going 1-1 Roach. And some nicely placed spores are going to make this difficult to get in with the Thor drops. Already a lot of damage onto this one medevac. But Spore Crawler is going to fall. Very quickly, in fact. Roach is coming across the map for a big counterattack. And with only one Banshee, there's not a lot to clear this up. One Siege Tank goes down. Second one is targeting the center of the Roaches. Oh, and just barely doesn't get picked off. Gets some huge damage, but we will see a lot of SCVs falling. Now, because of that massive shot from one of those tanks, the Roaches are going to get cleared up a lot quicker. Well, actually, I should say two massive shots from the one tank. Counterattack is going to kill off a base, I think. Thors, oh, they're going to be abandoned, but not before they kill off a lot of Roaches. Now, hang on. No, DRG, don't leave it. Oh, it's going to be a little close, but he will save it. Thor on the left side does have 10 kills, but it will get cleaned up here. DRG has been enough on top of this to clean it all up, and now there is going to be a big counterattack with Swarm Hosts. Only 4 drones went down. We are going to see a Banshee on the right side. Actually, hang on. It's going to try and snipe the hatch. Oh, this could be a big play. Where are the queens? Do they have transfuse? One transfuse available. Oh, no, GuMiho, this is not it. This is not it. Yeah, he's just going to lose the Banshee. Hellion tries to run in it. That would have been such a sick play if he'd sniped that hatch. Now, it would have been a difficult move anyways, because there's already enough transfuse on this one queen. Second one just hit the energy. Third one was about to shortly thereafter. Ooh, and it's going to be Nidus Worm as well. We got GuMiho securing a middle 4th base. But he does not have a lot of army supply right now. Only 4 tanks, only 3 Hellbats. So these Locusts are going to be devastating. Unless the Locusts... Oh, hang on. Okay, well, that actually wasn't the most effective. He gets 1 tank and a few SCVs. I thought there was going to be more friendly fire from the siege tanks, but really, that was not bad at all. That was not bad at all. But Nidus Worm's going to be a big problem. Now, there will be one on the left side that gets found. So good job. But the one on the right, one on the top middle, that's going to be a problem. We do have 3 missile turrets being built. 4? Where's the 4th? Oh, right here. Okay. 3 additional missile turrets being built. And wow. GuMiho is building so many turrets right now. Corrosive Vials will take down the Liberator. And we actually do see the Locusts coming in from the side. They're going to be able to find quite a few SCVs and already getting one tank. 2 Corrosive Bows come down. Get a couple of grouped up tanks right there. Very important to spread those out. Excellent usage of the Locusts to really let those Ravagers go to town. And DRG is near... Well, he is maxed out pretty much. Versus a GuMiho who is going to struggle to ever get up to a meaningful supply once again. And of course, DRG staying on a relatively low drone count. A little bit higher than we usually see with his style. Like 5 or 6 drones higher. But certainly going to be effective enough. Corrosive Biles will find another Liberator. And I think this next Locust wave is... I think it's curtains. Yeah, you can't save those tanks. All 3 of them will get taken down. 2 more tanks going to try and show up, but the Hellbats are going to go down. Tanks at the 4th base will fall. The micro on the Thors has been good up till now. And as I say that, he does lose one of them. But even with that, it's just not enough. It is just not enough. We've even got creep from this Nidus Worm, I believe, blocking the base. Yeah, it certainly is. And DRG keeping the pressure on, dealing with this mech extremely well. It was a weird way to go about mech from GuMiho. It was cute, but it, unfortunately for him, won't get the job done. We got the Hellbats trying to protect these units. Ooh, look at this. Locust just dropping it on top of the tanks. And 4 tanks go down in the blink of an eye. GuMiho will have no choice but to tap out. DRG gets the job done in game 1. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning up at the top right for Team Abydos, it is DRG. In the red. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom left for himself. It is GuMiho. In the blue. GuMiho always comes in with some cool stuff. Very off-book type of player. Very willing to mix things up. And that's pretty cool. I like that. There are some times where the execution looks a little bit raw. Not saying he was in the previous game, but just in general. But there are also some times where he looks absolutely top tier. And I feel like, tactically speaking, he's one of the better Terrans in the world, really. There's some cool stuff we see from him. Cool positional play. Just generally a strong threat. Now, speaking of sharp and mechanics, I think of DRG as some of the sharpest mechanics in the business. At IEM Katowice 2023, he was able to out-muscle Serral. Really impressive performance. And that is not something that a lot of players can say they've ever done, is to out-muscle Serral. So, very impressive. Very impressive that he's been able to do so, that he was able to do so. Now, are we going to see MECH once again? Because DRG shut it down pretty hard. I wouldn't mind if it was Battle Mech. DRG's Spore Crawlers, by the way, in game number 1. Oh, that Reaper getting a little bit frisky. But will actually grab a Ling. Nice job. Oh, and gonna get... Oh, that was cute from DRG. He pulled the 1 drone away to not block the 2nd drone from morphing into a Spore. Very clever. Very smart little move. Good understanding of how stupid drones are. How dumb they are. GuMiho once again just going to leave the Reaper on this 3rd base and say, yeah, you deal with that. You take 1 billion damage. You think about what you've done. Yes, Ossifer. Okay. That is a lot of damage, actually. He's putting quite a bit in here. Look at this. He dropped it even lower than the previous game. Sub 1,000 by the time the hatchery finishes. This is, like, the thing is, this won't necessarily achieve anything for you, but it is obnoxious. He's going to drop it even lower at this point. Nice job from DRG, by the way, to morph that one drone immediately. I mean, you want to do so anyways. You always want to be spending your larva as soon as it gets in, especially in the early game. Still, well done. What's the total HP? 8... Sub 900. Even with some regeneration, it's going to be sub 900 for a while. Now, we'll be singular Banshee this time. And with the tech lab on the barracks, yeah, this should not be mech. Should be stim getting started up. But I'm surprised it's no cloak once again. It looks like he just wants to go single. Oh, that was... Oh, well, that's unfortunate. That was cute. He found the creep tumor, killed it off with the Hellion by shooting his Reaper. Unfortunately, then he then loses the Reaper. Still, cute little move. Oh. Will be a quick layer and a quick second gas. This second gas tells me that it might just be mutas from DRG. We'll see. We'll see. There's no guarantee. But there's a possibility. DRG, once again, is a big fan of the mutas. He does love them. Oh, this is cute. Banshee going to provide high ground vision for the Marines to kill off this Overlord. Of course, anytime you deny vision, get a kill on an Overlord. That's always good. DRG does add on the quick Baneling nests. If he doesn't get additional gases pretty soon... Oh. Oh, is he just going to play 4 gas Pureling Bane? That is an option. And it's a decent option at that. Oh. Ling gonna get spotted here. I am a big fan, and I think it's actually a requirement that you knock down these rocks as Zerg as soon as possible on this map. Yeah, there's DRG adding on his double Evo. Getting them at the third base is a little bit curious, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Because if you're losing that much territory and the third base, you're probably already in a lot of trouble. But at the same time, why compound that? You know? But I suppose, again, something like a drop, it's going to be a lot safer. Now, we will see quite a bit of creep getting cleared up here. Opening up a potential attack. GuMiho. Oh, is this tank... This tank isn't trapped. No, there's no way. Yeah, it can just go around. Why did it not just go around initially? Will be tank play, by the way, from GuMiho. And this map does have some decent tank positions. DRG has not respread the creep on the right side. That's pretty important, but he's got phenomenal creep spread through the middle. Oh, GuMiho. Is he going to scan and clear this creep? Yes, he will. DRG, will lose one queen. And Bane speed is not yet done. Neither is combat shields or +1. Oh. Good hot pickup there from Gumi. And now the Hellions are going to come back in. They're going to clear out the rest of these tumors. Oh, he doesn't get the one. Yes, he does. Good job. Darts back in. Very good, very good. Talking about the little things, those are them. And GuMiho is really creating an attack path for himself. Right now, he's just occupying this location, really giving himself good opportunities. And great hot pickup once again. Ooh. I was going to say, GuMiho gonna... Oh, man, look at his siege tank. Look at how... it's just lounging. It's got the full lean right now. Full lean back. GuMiho going to move forward with a siege tank into a very strong position. Now, this one tumor... Oh, as I say that, will get cleaned up. And actually, the tumors are really going to start to get whittled away here. Will this last one go down? No, it does survive. Oh, but on the other side of the map, counterattack comes on in. Will get a lot of damage. Ooh, okay. Banelings not doing as much as I would have expected, actually. GuMiho managing that a lot better than I thought he'd be able to. Still, 13 SCVs go down. That is a lot of damage, but now it's a 35 army supply lead. And this tank positioning, this pre-spread from GuMiho is very strong. GuMiho has not yet started up his 2-2, whereas DRG has started up the +2 Carapace. Ooh. Big flank getting set up here by DRG. For now, it is even upgrades. There we go. There's the 2-2. There's +2 melee for DRG. And this hatchery taking damage early could become a bit of a factor now. We are going to see a flank coming in from DRG. Ooh, these bio units are going to have to split away. And, the Baneling still gets some good connections. The tanks do survive, and they will get some big shots. But DRG gets a pretty darn good cleanup there. And only 2 tanks survive right now. GuMiho not rebuilding workers. And did he cancel? I think he had a 4th command center on the way, but he either canceled it or it was killed. Yeah, he's not building SCVs at all, not mining gas from this 3rd. He is pretty all in with this. He can transition, of course, if he gets some damage done. But he definitely wants to keep the pressure on and really try and find some value. Medevac's starting to get a little bit low on energy. And the queen count is gigantic. DRG with a bit of a snafu right there with his queen positioning. This one siege tank location, 26 kills on this tank. It isn't the same one that was there before, but there is some high-value tanks there. Liberators being added on by GuMiho. That's going to make this an even more scary push, and it's already really finding value. DRG going to try and come in from the back once again, but this time there's a lot of tanks in position. Ooh, DRG will get in on top of these tanks. The Banelings do eat some big fire, but GuMiho's tanks, they did so much work before that, and now it is a 44 army supply lead. 2-2 is getting close for GuMiho, with the Banshees coming forward as well. They don't have Cloak, but they will still be good against these Queens, even without it. And actually, 3 Queens getting sniped down rather quickly. I think GuMiho's got him here. More Banelings are going to finish on up, but the Liberators have got to be joining up pretty soon, I think. 2-2 isn't yet done for Gumi, but the splits are pretty good, and the army is too much. That heavily dedicated 3-base attack gets the job done and evens the series at 1 apiece. And here we go, coming into game number 3. Spawning up at the top left for Team Abydos, it is DRG in the red. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom right, it is GuMiho in the blue. Showcasing a great sustained push. Really getting the job done there with that one. Staying back off of creep. Occupying the location very well. Just quite impressive. Quite impressive. Now, is this going to be the 2 racks? Yes, it is. 2 racks Reaper opening. Could theoretically be 3 racks. I wonder if the setup... Hang on. I wonder if the setup in this series is to get DRG to ignore the 3rd base, the damage on the 3rd base, and then with the 3 Reapers that he'll make off of this, to actually get a cancel. Oh, this might be some great series planning out of DRG, or out of GuMiho. Because he left that Reaper on the 3rd base for the first 2 games. Oh, this is very cool. This is very, very cool. I hope that's what we see. Oh, man. I am excited to see if this is how that plays out. Now, I could be just making things up as I go. But we are going to see DRG. I mean, he's not going to mix things up. He's not going to do anything out of the ordinary. No reason to. Not yet. And I wonder if this is GuMiho noticing a scouting pattern from DRG, that DRG doesn't go across the map. Maybe on some of these maps. Maybe he doesn't go right to the natural all the time. And in this case, he doesn't at all. Oh, we will see the Reaper just microing a little bit in the main base. He's got to be a little bit careful. GuMiho getting a quick second gas, so this should not be the 4 racks bio follow-up. Oh, nice grenade right there. Grabbing these queens. Now, In this case, he will actually go for damage in the main base, so we're not going to see what I was talking about. But, I mean, this is the more normal thing to do with the Reapers. Ooh, if he can get that creep tumor, that would be big. But he's actually going to lose one of the Reapers. Is it worth it to kill a queen? No, not if you lose 2 of the Reapers, I don't think. Killing a queen is big, but it's a pretty big dedication to go for these Reapers. It slows down your tech a lot. Now, I suppose he kept the 1 Reaper alive. Is that okay? I personally don't think so. It's nice to pick off a queen, and that's one of the first 3 queens. But he's not going to be missing injects. He didn't get the creep tumor, which actually would have been... I think if he got the creep tumor, that would have made it worth. If he got the creep tumor as well, I should say. Will be a 2-1-1 follow-up, by the way. Well, 3cc 2-1-1, actually. GuMiho getting the fast third command center, cutting his reactor and tech lab for a little bit. This is going to be a fast 2-1-1 off of this 3cc. Hang on, will this be as fast as a regular 2-1-1, but just with a third command center? I think it's going to be pretty close. DRG, very quick single Evo. Huh, okay. So this is why this creep tumor is so good, because Dragon Scales is a huge main base map, and DRG's already got creep completely covering the main. One more creep tumor, and it will actually give pretty much full coverage of where this drop is going to want to come in. Also, he's got a nice Overlord here. This +1 Carapace will be quite handy for DRG. Oh, hang on. This is not going to be the 2-1-1. Not straight up anyways. Wait, how many Marines is that? That's only 7. Not getting a full payload. But he will find this 1 Overlord. Ooh, DRG moved it immediately. But it's not going to save it. And that's going to supply block DRG quite brutally. Oh, DRG, please build Overlords. You need like 4. He's only building 1 right now. There we go. Second one. Yeah, I really think 4 is the magic number. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Hopefully he doesn't overbuild. Hopefully he doesn't think that, oh, well, there's 2 more. That's not the worst, but it's not a good feeling to overbuild Overlords. By the way, this base not being taken means that the creep is super undeveloped on this side. GuMiho, well, we'll be able to find a couple of lings here. That is a lot of queens. But he actually sniped one. He killed one. Oh, that's cute. GuMiho, he really wants to deny this base, but he's not going to get it. Even though queens don't do the most damage, when you have 7 of them shooting at a Marine that's being healed, you are going to kill that Marine. Also, this poor Marine getting left on the low ground. Scan will come on in, and he actually will find one of these tumors. Finds the active one. Ooh, Hellions on the top side are going to get in on top of this base. DRG pulling lings away. Oh, and the barbecue. 8 drones go down. Good positioning on these Hellions. Really getting these lings to line up. That was a great value run by. 8 drones, 9 lings for 4 Hellions. I mean, I'm sure the Marines got some of the kills too. But still, that is a quality play right there. Now, the biggest problem right here for GuMiho... Oh, Liberator in the main base. That's not a problem at all. That's a great play from GuMiho. There's no spores. Just now starts one up. Biggest problem for GuMiho is the fact that the upgrades for DRG are so much faster. DRG canceled +1... Wait. Oh my god, did the Evo... Why did he... Oh, he doesn't want to use this one. That makes sense. That makes a ton of sense. Okay. Oh. Yeah. That's the Evo chamber that was left over from blocking. Unfortunate that he didn't cancel that. GuMiho, by the way, great macro behind this. He's already on 64 SCVs. Second factory coming on in. Armory. Early for the 2-2, but never a bad thing to have that a little bit early. Always worse to have it late. +1 melee does need to start up for DRG like yesterday. Super important to get on top of that. Also, I'd really like to see DRG taking down these rocks. These rocks are a nightmare for Zerg to deal with. Oh, it looks like GuMiho's no fourth command center, right? Yeah, he's going for a big 8 racks double factory push. Double factory tank push. Oliveira was doing this a little bit. There we go. There's DRG taking down these rocks, and I think he should have them. Should be able to just pick them off. Oh, a couple of banelings hitting the rocks here. Actually, hang on. They will stay alive for a little bit. I do like... Oh, no, no. Don't go too far forward. I do like the usage of the siege tank on the back. Just draw units in and pick away at them. By the way, DRG is saying, I don't want you to use these rocks against me, so he knocks them down prematurely so that he can take them out as soon as possible. And that's smart thinking. That's thinking ahead. Meanwhile, creep spread is looking very good on the right side. Funny that this Reaper almost gets a tumor, but just doesn't. Oh, please, DRG, finish this off. Not with the banelings, though. Siege tank gonna start to move forward. Man, I'm stressed about these rocks. Okay, he does get them. Oh. Counterattack. Well, not even counterattack. Just a triple drop on the right side. Gonna come in. Will force a cancel on the 5th base. That's quite nice for GuMiho. DRG getting a hive on the way. Nice hot pickup. We'll save these units. DRG starting to, well, GuMiho starting to move in on this left side. We will see the tank on the front lines. It is going to get jumped. It's in a good position, so it takes a little while for it to get jumped on. Ooh, reinforcements are going to come on in. Is it enough to save the tank? Yes, it will be. That tank is up to 27 kills. Very nice little spot for that. Meanwhile, push on the right side. Okay, Scan sees the Lings. Doesn't want to tussle with that. Look at this creep. Scan will neuter it a little bit. Oh, GuMiho going to be forced to pick up. The thing is, this creep actually is so nice because it completely shuts down on approach, so killing that off is a pretty big deal. Ooh, Banelings get some big connections. GuMiho late on the liftoff. That's going to leave these tanks completely exposed. 2 of them will go down. The 3rd one, it's going to go down as well. And actually, there's this backline tank barely going to get saved. Meanwhile, Ling's getting it on top of this drop once again. But even though the fight seemed to be going very well for DRG, GuMiho is still driving forward. This is a super dedicated 3-base push. Hive tech for DRG is underway. Adrenal glands and Vipers are on the way. Viper's going to be so good for dealing with these tanks. But for now, they are not yet out. You do see the drop coming in, trying to circumvent, but DRG's on top of it. Good job. GuMiho. Oh, he's going to try and snipe down the hatchery, and he will get it. That's going to really cripple the mining of DRG. GuMiho. Tanks are really going to town, and this high ground, this back line is doing so much damage. This siege tank, 51 kills. The super tank getting so much work done. And DRG has lost this base. He's trying to take the middle one. Ooh, Lings and Bane's going to try and move on forward, but the Banelings crashing into frontline Marauders, not what you want. The cost efficiency from GuMiho has been ridiculous. And he now builds a 4th command center on location, but I think he's already done it here. Drones starting to fall somewhere. Not even sure. I think it might be a transfer. A bunch of Overlords are going to fall, but there is a ton of free supply anyways because GuMiho has killed so much. Now, Blinding Cloud will grab 1 tank, but I don't even think it matters at this point. 61 kills, 65 kills, 70 kills on this tank. And GuMiho is maxed out. DRG out of options, will have no choice but to tap out. It's a fantastic victory from GuMiho, and he will take the 2-1 victory in this one. If you enjoyed that series, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the flip side.